Good folk, I got somebody peeping in right here. Just want to say God bless you. Hope that you are grateful for the gift of life that's been given to you on today. Hope that you're making the best of it and that you're doing all that you can. I just real quick want to come to you and give you a quick word of encouragement on this day. Just want to talk to you about the characteristic and the behavior of one that believes, not just believe in God, but also believe in self. Because in order for you to get better for yourself, you're going to have to believe it for yourself first. You're going to have to be able to imagine yourself in a better place. You're going to have to be able to say that, you know, where I am is not it for me. There's greater yet ahead for me. And a great story in scripture, just a brief one, not a long one in the Gospels, to give you a great example of this is the woman with the issue of blood, people. Everybody familiar with that story, how she had an issue of blood for 12 years and how she prayed and she fasted and she prayed and she fasted and she just waited there in her home until God came and healed her one day. Y'all know what I'm talking about? No, y'all know that ain't what it says. It says that she, for 12 years, went from physician to physician. She went from place to place seeking her healing. She went from place to place, not just going these places, but she was given. She spent all that she had trying to change her situation, trying to fix her issues. Listen, with life comes issues. We all have some type of issue that we've been dealing with. Some of us have been dealing with for quite some time now. Some of us has even been diagnosed with illnesses, but we make excuses of why we can't change our habits, you know, and to help ourselves. I want you to understand something. In order for you to get better for yourself, you're going to have to first love yourself, people. And loving yourself means you got to do better for. That's something else. You got to be able to do what's best for you. But we're going to talk about that later. Let's stick to this faith walk that this woman took. For 12 years, she had an issue and she went everywhere she could. And she spent all that she had and she didn't give up. Now, some of us has been doing everything that we could do, but yet some of us has even given up. But I want you to understand something. You can't give up just because your attempts have failed, just because you've been disappointed when you put your best foot forward. This woman did not give up. She refused to accept failure. She refused to accept disappointment. She refused to accept the issues that had been given to her, the hand that she had been dealt in her life. She refused to accept it, and you're going to have to do the same thing, people. In order for something to happen for you, you're going to have to do something. And I believe if I could get in that woman's mind, that's the mind that she had. She was not one that was going to sit down and wait till somebody did something for her. She was not one that was going to sit back and just watch life go by, but she wanted the best of life, and that's why she knew she had to get rid of that issue in order for her life to be fulfilled, in order for her life to be filled with fullness. She had to get rid of. See, some of us got some issues that we need to get rid of. It may not be sickness. It may not just be bad relationship. It may be a generational curse of poverty and brokenness, but that's not our portion, people. That's not your portion. It's only your portion if you say it's your portion. Scripture says very clearly that whatsoever man thinketh in his heart, so is he. And so now, first, before we go any further, you got to get a different mind. You got to be able to think differently for yourself and say that, you know what, my greater days are ahead of me. Listen, let's get back to the story. I know I got off point there. Look, she pressed her way, and after those 12 years, she heard that Jesus was in town healing folk. And so, listen, this woman could have took the mind that, you know what, everything I've tried already failed me. Ain't no sense in me going here. I hear about this going on. Ain't no sense in me trying this. But she didn't take that mind, people. She got to the place that she needed to be. Listen to the power of faith. Listen to the power of the behavior of faith, because faith without work is dead. So real faith will cause you to move into position. Real faith will drive you into position, not just into any position, but into the position where you can make the right connection so that you can get that which is for you. Her faith got her to the place where Jesus was. She pressed her way through the audience, through the crowd, and she touched his garment. And Jesus looked around and said, "Who touched me?" The disciples looked at him like he was crazy. Like, man, all these people pressing up on you. You talking about who touched you? He said, "No, I felt virtue leave my body." Because I want you to understand something, that faith is felt, people. Faith, real faith, you can feel it because you're doing something. Understand that faith will move God. Faith will cause power to come and do something for you. And so he said, "Who touched me?" And the power left his body, and he's noticed the woman, and he noticed who touched him, and he looked at that woman in right way. He didn't go to her and say, "Woman, my power has made you whole." We know that it goes without asking, it goes without questioning that all power belongs to God. But he looked at it and told her, thou faith hath made you whole. In other words, the things that you have done, the course that you have taken is that which hath made you whole. That which you have done, that which you, y'all didn't hear that, have done is the reason that on this day, your issue has been expired, has come to an end. It's something you're going to have to do to cause your situation to change, people. Let your faith drive you into the right position, into the right connection. God bless you.